LIVE live. We are here. This is another outside the box video cast with the subject today being the movie sector of our organization. We got our two movie guys here with us, Ken and King,
Hello.
and Chase Coble,
What's up, yo?
and then the amateur movie director, and that is myself. I don't know near as much as these experts. Um, I'm just here to get their expert opinions on it. So the first thing we're going to talk about, or the only thing we're going to talk about, sorry, is the new XxX trailer, the return of Xander Cage. Um, I've watched it. I don't know the background of it like these two guys do. Looks like a good action movie. Since I don't know the backstory, I might not know what to expect like these guys do. So I'm just going to go straight to them. What do y'all think?
Chase, you can go ahead and speak first if you want.
I I've watched both the Triple X movies. I can't. What is second Triple X is called? What Triple X
State of the Union,
Yeah,
which
with
is
Ice
odd.
Cube, he's the lead. Don't really like that one. Don't like that one at all. Really.
The
Triple
first
X, the
one,
first Triple X is okay. I mean, it's a good action movie. I think I was like 8 when it came out, so
yeah, it came
uh,
out in 2002.
yeah, so I was 8. I was 8 years old.
Wow, good.
And I watched the trailer for this one right before we did this. Um, I'm interested. It looks so cliche, but I don't know. There's something about that action and Vin Diesel that I love. So
Yeah.
uh, he
Just
just
to give
has that
people,
persona.
yeah, just to give people a quick plot summary. Xander Cage is left for dead after an incident, though he secretly returns to action for a new tough assignment with his handler Augustus Gibbons, which Augustus Gibbons is Samuel Jackson's role. Which
He
I think,
basically narrates the trailer.
yeah, I think, yeah, narrates it. I think Samuel Jackson's one of those actors, the rare ones you find that no matter what he's in, I'm gonna at least like him. Like, whether the movie is just awful, god awful, he's always good to me. I mean, and he picks so many different roles, so he has a charisma about him that I love. So I'm glad he's returning for it. Yeah, the first Triple X came out in 2002, has a 5.8 and a 48. 5.8 people score and a 48 critic score. The Ice Cube, which came out in 2005, has a 4.3 and a 37 critic score. So these are not well liked movies very much. The thing is, I think the first one had its own type of cliches to it and a little bit of upside. Second one had almost no upside. But this one looks like what you'd expect from today's Vin Diesel, one
Yeah.
that's evolved from the first Vin Diesel. I mean, I saw the pictures of him from the first Triple X. First of all, he's a lot more tan, and he is so much more buff than he was back then. And so Vin Diesel has just changed as an actor, which makes me actually excited for this movie. The trailer, the action looks awesome. I think it's just like I think it's a popcorn flick with great action.
Definitely.
It's one of those movies that you're going to turn your brain off before you watch it.
Like every Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
about every Vin Diesel movie.
yeah, I think we might have. Tyler, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, I didn't know if you froze up.
I thought I lost you and Chase.
No, we're both here. Yeah, it's one of those movies, such as like a Need for Speed or any of the Fast and Furious movies. They're not going to be driving cars from skyscraper to skyscraper, parachuting cars out of airplanes and tanks out of airplanes. I mean, these are crazy movies, and I feel like this is going to be one of those. You just turn off your brain, just mindless action, but it'll have some upsides to it. It's directed by DJ Caruso, who made Eagle Eye and Disturbia, probably some of the
Movie
better
that I really
movies.
like.
I'm about to say those are two movies that I enjoy very much, especially Eagle Eye. Good direction on both of them. Brought out two great performances by Shia LaBeouf in each. Probably some of the better ones that he's made. So I feel like that helps out too. I feel like the director, I trust that a little more with the director doing that. And so, like I said, the past two movies, no, they're not Oscar movies, and they're not really going down as some of the greatest action movies of the 2000s. But I feel like this has a lot of upside, and all you can really go is up after that Ice Cube movie to me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I just Triple X movie, okay. I can be like, I can get behind that. You know that they want to do one. I don't know why it has to be Return of Xander Cage.
Yeah.
Like, if Vin Diesel wants to be in it, that's cool. But like, I don't get the title. I feel like that's unnecessary. I feel like if they're gonna reboot it, they should try to at least attempt to go in a new direction and a new future. Maybe with a new actor, like replace Vin Diesel throughout the movie, and just kind of let him hand it over. But if they want to do that, that's fine.
I was
I
about to
mean,
say, I think right now he's in the stage where he is trying after the new Riddick movie that came out 2 years ago, I think now, or maybe three. I think he's really trying to go back. There's a lot of movies that they want him to revisit now that he is, like I said earlier, a completely different actor. And
yeah,
he's just going to do better in all those roles that he did, 10, 15 years ago.
yeah,
So I feel like I can understand the concept, and Vin Diesel has the star power to his name now. I'm not going to say
yeah.
huge
He's
star
done cool.
power because there's stuff like The Last Witch Hunter that came out last year with him and Michael Caine, and he's not the best in that. He didn't bring a lot of box office to that, but you do see him as an action star. Is he The Rock? No. Is he Jason Statham? No. He is. He's very vital to the Fast and Furious series, and there's other ones I still think he has a fan base, but at the same time, he's going to have to make a decent movie to gain traction at the box office.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a movie that's gonna just go and blow the box office away.
No.
I mean, it's to even say. I mean, it might not even lead the box office when it comes out.
Yeah, I don't.
It
I need to
depends
find
on the
out real
release
quick.
date.
I was about to say I'll find it. You can keep talking. I'll go ahead and find out the release date real quick.
It's
Uh,
a movie for me that I probably won't go see in theaters, but in a couple years after it releases, when it comes on FX, um, 8 times in a
yeah,
month, I'll probably watch it.
FX, triple X, yeah,
Yeah,
it's like F
three
quadruple
times,
X.
3 times a day, 8 times a month.
yeah.
The release date is January 20th, 2017. So this upcoming January 20th, which is it might lead the
Oscar
box office.
season.
No, not Oscar season. January and February are considered to be the dumping grounds of
Yeah.
all movies. But in the dumping grounds, stuff like there's the exceptions to the rule. Deadpool came out Valentine's Day. The Kingsman movie last year came out in February. So I think that you can come out with good movies in January and February. It's possible. Now, is it likely? No, but that helps it give a chance for the box office. I mean, not as many people go to the movies in January or February, but I think depending on what else is coming out January 20th, it's a possibility it could lead the box office, especially if they have more trailers. I mean, like Tyler earlier when he watched the trailer, the ad for the trailer popped up before. I mean, it was like a double. It played twice. So I think that if they
With marketing like that, I mean,
I was about to say, if they market this well enough, it just dropped at Comic-Con today on the internet, and I've watched people that have watched it and said, it doesn't look bad. I think the action looks cool, and I think if they play the marketing and they play their cards well, and they come out with better trailers each time, I think it could lead the box office for the weekend. It's not gonna make $50 million or anything like that. It may make a solid 20 or 30
yeah,
on its opening weekend. But I think there's a good upside to it. I mean, I know this isn't saying much, but I would predict that this will probably be the best one of the series. Probably going to make a better than a 5.8.
you're going out on a limb here.
I was about to say, I think I could see something like this having a 6 point something, a 5.8. Having anything less than that, this would have to be a really bad movie. And with a director like the guy from Eagle Eye and Disturbia, I just don't really see that happening. It being that bad. I think it's going to be at least an okay action flick. Like I said, a popcorn flick more than anything.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I mean, I don't know if it's something I'll go out and see, but I could definitely see myself renting it from Redbox or waiting for a Netflix release, or like Tyler said, FX. I know it'll be on FX eventually.
Triple X is on some channel every single day right
Yeah.
now. Like, it's only going to get worse with a new one coming out. So
I think FX and TNT are the ones that always play those Triple X movies.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about a street fight, the street always wins.
Okay, well, that's a Fast and Furious quote. I don't think you have no power here. Um, so I guess is that about it? Do you guys have anything else to say about this
I
January release
Go
movie?
1 to 10. Go 1 to 10 on your excitement about it.
On the excitement about the movie,
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
just like
before the
how.
trailer, it was probably little to none, and now I have at least some type of interest. Like I said, having Samuel Jackson alone makes me want to see. There's some awful movies I see Samuel Jackson coming out in, but I kind of want to see him because he brings something to each movie. He's always the
Yeah.
same character basically. Um,
Samuel L. hasn't gotten older you yet.
no, not really. No, I see him in. He was in The Legend of Tarzan this
Yeah.
year. He was one of the biggest plus sides of that too. He did a great job in that. Great. He brought a great comedic relief, I guess I would say. He did, and some great action in it too. I think he did a good job.
Yeah.
I think he always does good acting, but he always plays the same role. But I mean, if you like Samuel L. Jackson, then you're going to like him in pretty much all of his movies because he
Yeah.
never really changes. There's rare exceptions. Unbreakable would probably be one that he's very different in, and that's older. Django, he's a little bit different in. He's basically just the hair and makeup is different, but he's still Samuel L. Jackson in the end. Um, but my excitement level now, I have a little interest. I have a little more than I did before, and I think that's a good thing. If I hated the trailer or disliked it at all, I would say, I have exactly zero interest to see this movie. But depending on the marketing strategy and the new trailers to come, I think I could go see this movie on opening weekend.
I agree. That's something that I can get down with that.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of interest. It ain't something like, man, I got to look forward to XxX returning Xander trailer.
Yeah, I mean, if I have if I'm living on $12 at the time, I'm gonna buy something off the dollar menu at McDonald's before I really spend my money on that. It's not like I'm gonna starve for this movie. Um, Tyler, do you have any interest to see this? Like you said, you mean
Um, it's a movie that like just from watching the trailer and from watching bits and pieces of the previous ones, it's a movie that like if I'm up one night around 1 in the morning and I'm going through the guide and I see like
something to
triple
fall
X,
asleep to?
triple X Return of Xander Cage, then I'm like, okay, I'll check this out, and I'll probably
Oh,
watch
this
it.
is that movie, me, Cannon, and Chase
Right.
talked about that one night.
Yeah, and if I got like a little caffeine in my system, I might stay awake to watch it and enjoy it a little bit. But it's not Suicide Squad for me.
No, no, it's definitely not that. Well, I guess we've all kind of given our 2 cents on it, and we're all feeling about the same wavelength. I think the trailer was good to me. I don't think it was a bad trailer at all. I think it had good action and Samuel L. Jackson narrating and some good lines of dialogue and visuals. Um, but none of us are rushing out to go see this movie. Well, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe below. Give us your comment on what you think the trailer, how you think it is, and if you have any excitement for this, maybe you're completely different than us, or maybe you're about on the same wavelength. Thanks for watching, and always think outside the box.